football. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah,
For the
absolutely.
most part, that's why we're here. Thursday night game. Eagles had a little scare. Houston, 14-14 into halftime. Eagles ended up winning 29-17. Houston, I think we've said this for the last 3 weeks. They have a well-coached team.
I love Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith is
Dameon Pierce,
one of my favorites.
might be the best running back in football. That guy is an absolute stud, and there is nothing on that team. Tunzel, their left tackle, is real good. Laramie Tunzel. Yeah. I don't know what else they have. Like, I'm looking at the roster, and I'm just like, wow. Like, Davis Mills, like, Brandon Cook's real sad that he didn't get traded.
He should be playing for these guys right here.
And I think I want to hear your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles real quick, because the Eagles now improved to 8-0, tied at halftime against the Houston Texans. So all of a sudden, I'm starting to see these memes. I'm starting to see the things. Eagles really haven't beaten it.
Yeah,
their big win is Cooper against the Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Rush is the quarterback.
Cooper Dank Rush.
I kind of like Cooper Dank Rush, but I mean, if some people like Dak Prescott over him, whatever. But
it's our fantasy quarterback, Adam. We needed our fantasy quarterback to come back.
But they beat Detroit week 1. They beat primetime Kirk Cousins. So people crap on that. The Vikings are 7-1 at this point. They beat the Commanders, Jaguars, dysfunctional Cardinals. Like I said, the big one was against Cowboys.
Yep.
We're not worried about the Eagles, right?
I'm not that, because
I mean, they're going to be a playoff team. And I also, too, like, just throwing this out there, I saw a couple sports analysts on ESPN saying, you know what, it might be good if they lose a game just to get it so they're not stressed about 16-0. You should be immediately fired from your job. You can't just go out there and be like, you know what, let's just lose because there's too much pressure on us to win. Like, what happens if you make it to the Super Bowl? You're like, oh, well, hang on, guys. Good thing we lost 6 weeks ago because now it doesn't matter. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Not worried
was
about
that
the
Scoop?
Eagles.
Did Scoop say that?
Probably. He watches the games. I'm not worried about the Eagles, but like I said, the Texans, well-coached team. I like Dameon Pierce. I don't like anything else on their team, but
the Eagles team, though, have one of the best, I'm going to say the best offensive line in football, and then they have one of the better defensive lines in football. I think and that's been their staple.
I think Pro Football Focus and ESPN both give them #1 for offensive line.
Which they should.
I like their defense. They got some nice pieces. Darius Slade shut down corner. Brandon Graham.
So happy he wasn't like that in Detroit. Fuck that.
Right, yeah, right. Yeah, he got out of there quick. So, yeah, we're not worried. All these analysts, they just have something to talk about. I don't know what that is. So, let's move ahead.